On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Vivian's ambitions cause Chad to leave, Theresa seeks refuge with Alex after being rejected, and Steve and Kayla have a crucial query for Stephanie. John reveals to Steve at the pub that the John Doe they were assisting was actually his father, Timothy Robichaux. Steve shares his happiness for his friend after marveling at all the coincidences that brought Timothy to him. John exclaims that he and Marlena intend to spoil his father as much as they can. Steve is eager to get to know him. Chad phones Stephanie from Titan as she is running late for dinner with her folks. He hangs up just as Vivian arrives. She says, "Is that any way to talk to your new boss?" When he asks what she is doing there, she tells him that she will always be Victor's wife and spiritual heir. Will Chad be her number 2 or in the unemployment line as she carries out her plans for Titan? In the Horton dining room, Julie hands Maggie a registered letter from Vivian. The question is, what fresh hell is this? Maggie is curious. She reads Mrs. Horton's letter informing her that she will no longer serve as Titan's CEO. Chad gives Maggie a call to verify Vivian's assertions. He can be assured that Maggie won't think less of him if he stays at Titan. Additionally, he might learn Vivian's plans. Following the call, Chad greets Vivian at Titan and inquires about her goals for the organization. By going back to where Victor started, selling illegal drugs, she hopes to continue Victor's legacy. Chad resigns. Stephanie pours wine for Kayla and herself while they wait for their partners to arrive after the kids have gone to bed. Stephanie admits that she has her sights set on Alex when Kayla brings up Theresa, and she's entirely cool with it. Kayla cautions that it might become complicated if family members start dating the same person. She has direct knowledge of that thanks to her relationship with Shane. Stephanie notes that while Alex is merely an ex-boyfriend, Shane was the love of her Aunt Kim's life. He's an ex-boyfriend Kayla sees frequently, she responds. Kayla is reassured by Stephanie that she is fully dedicated to Chad. Kayla queries if she envisions getting hitched to him. Theresa fumbles to return the document she's reading to Victor's briefcase and hides it as Alex and Brady head back to the Greek hotel. The cousins chastise her for charging their account for an excessive room service order. Theresa casually inquires about their meeting with Constantine. Alex tells Brady about the letters that they couldn't discover from Victor, overriding Brady's hesitation to inform her. The briefcase is produced by Theresa. Perhaps they are present. Steve and John catch up on their son's antics over beers before talking about Vivian's return. As she enters, Steve yells at her that she's crazy and dangerous. Vivian reprimands her darling nephew for not visiting her in jail as John stands forward to give her a hug. John snorts, "I didn't want to." Vivian approaches John about working at Titan as soon as Steve heads out to supper with his family. Julie recommends battling Vivian at Horton House, but Maggie points out that she possesses all the power. There is nothing that they can do to stop her from doing whatever the heck she wants with Victor's business. Maggie can only wait and see what Alex and Brady discover in Greece. Brady lunges for Victor's briefcase at the Greek hotel, but Theresa yanks it away. He snatches it out of her hands. Shane advised that Maggie open it, according to Theresa. Brady gives in, and the group decides to depart the following morning. Brady asks Theresa, "Where do you think you're going?" as she begins to follow him out of Alex's hotel room. "Of course," she replies, "to his room." He replies, "Like hell you are." Due to her lack of familiarity with Alex, Theresa cannot stay with him. Brady remarks, "That didn't matter to you before." Brady doesn't want to be alone with her, even though Alex deems what he said below the belt. Theresa is told to give up attempting to get back with him and is referred to as sad and needy. He bolts outside. Theresa, who is crying, is asked by Alex if she's okay. "Not really," she replies. He gives her a bear hug. Stephanie believes her mother is taking a major risk by bringing up marriage at the flat. As Kayla points out, she assists in raising Chad's children. "Aren't you hoping to wed Chad?" asks Kayla. Just as Chad gets home, Stephanie says, "Of course I want to marry Chad." Chad finally shares Vivian's story with them after some difficulty. Steve arrives and receives information. Steve remarks that he enjoys how Chad and Stephanie make each other laugh while listening to their lighthearted conversation about Vivian selling narcotics. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.